way of mathematics. So traditional way of mathematics has been used by the classes, and main want to person who implement of bringing colors to the books like cartoon, so it will be easy for them to learn.
Okay, let's see. So traditional ways of teaching, traditional, so it's probably focusing more on traditional. So traditional ways of
Yeah.
teaching form the basis of the lesson. And the remarkably quiet classes take their own notes of the points made and the examples demonstrated. Again, you know how the way of
How they take
teaching
their
is.
own notes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everyone has their own copy of the textbook supplied by the Central Education Authority, Monbusho, as part of the concept of pre-compulsory education. Okay, so Monbusho is probably a system or a policy that has the concept of pre-compulsory education up to the age of 15.
15.
Okay.
Yeah.
These textbooks are on the whole small, presumably inexpensive to produce, but well set out and logically developed. Okay. One teacher was particularly keen to introduce color in pictures. He felt this would make them more accessible to pupils brought up in a cartoon culture. Okay. Besides approving textbooks, Monbusho also decides the highly centralized national curriculum and how it is to be delivered. So if we look at this particular paragraph, this paragraph is focusing on what? They are giving us a lot of ideas. There's a lot of
Yeah.
information, a lot of details which is there, but what is it focusing upon?
So they're focusing on how traditional ways used and like implementing like futuristic way.
No, they are not only focusing on this. There is something more to this paragraph.
Mm,
Yes, they are talking about the different ways of, see, they are talking about the different ways of how the class is conducted, how the books are distributed, how the national curriculum is set out, how the books are, prepared,
yeah.
how the students, they make notes. So this entire thing, is kind of focusing or converging on a particular subject in this paragraph. What is that subject?
So yeah. So making like in the last one they are trying to make centralized curriculum.
No, no. See, there are two things that they have told, you talked about, one is Monbusho. So Monbusho is a
Yeah.
concept in which there is free compulsory education up to age of 15. Monbusho decides upon almost everything with regards to the teaching part in your Japanese schooling system, right? So it provides, it
Mm,
has, free compulsory education. It also decides upon how the textbooks would look. It also, decides the highly centralized national curriculum, so how it is to be delivered. So almost everything is, you can say, kind of controlled by the concept of Monbusho. Okay, or I
yeah.
mean, the Central Education Authority, that is Monbusho, that is popularly known as Monbusho in Japan, that is what controls everything with regards to the schooling system. That is what this, paragraph is talking about, right?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yes.
So if you
Yeah, I'm
look at
getting that.
this, so how Monbusho is controlling the entire,
Okay.
education system, almost everything,
Mm,
right? Starting from the ways of teaching, starting from the free compulsory education, starting from how the textbooks, should be designed, how the nationalized curriculum is kind of centralized, how it has to be delivered, almost everything it seems. Okay, all
okay.
right. So moving on to the ideas now. Yes. So which is the idea that you feel, should work over here? Which is the idea that you get from the heading that works?
Yeah. Mm, so I think the first one, the
The
influence
influence
of
of
Monbusho.
Monbusho, right? Yes, influence of Monbusho, which means, the kind of presence that Monbusho has, the controlling
Also,
authority. Influences,
yeah.
the controlling authority. So almost Monbusho or the Central Education Department of Japanese decides upon everything, starting from the ways
Everything.
of teaching, the free compulsory education, and almost all the 2-3 points that we worked on in this particular paragraph. All right.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is how the list of
Yes.
heading questions are done. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, just reading a particular paragraph won't help. When you're reading, make it a point that you're doing a couple of things like, you know, you are doing the underlining, you're doing the circling. Okay, then,
Okay.
you're also finding out those chunks of ideas, how the different ideas are connected with each other. This is the first idea that is connected and combined with the second idea. Okay, so my point is
Yes.
just don't read the paragraph as if you're
Okay.
just reading words. Every word has a
Okay.
meaning, and all the words put together gives you some idea. So try to figure out that idea from the paragraph. Is that clear?
Yes.